Hey there, YouTube. This is Stealth Taco coming in here with another Arkham Knight Easter egg video. I found a couple more and figured it was enough to make another video, and I found one that, to my knowledge, has not been discovered yet. So, that's kind of cool. So I decided I was going to make a video about it. And the premise of this video is going to be exactly the same as the other one, which will be linked in the description. That all the Easter eggs will either originate outside the Arkham games or almost completely outside of them. They won't be something that's just been in the games or something else like that. So without further ado, here's the first one. And the first one is Sweet Tooth, aka the Candy Killer. I don't know much about this guy. One thing's for certain, he doesn't originate in the Arkham games, and he's kind of like Crazy Quilt, and he's only mentioned once, like in Arkham City. Basically just a really crappy villain that they decided to include for fun. So here you go.
Time, boys. No more Batman after tonight. All right, I'll call Sweet Tooth. Have him bake a celebration cake. Sweet Tooth? The Candy Killer? Are you kidding me? Did you forget about the arsenic strudel? Hey, that was pretty tasty. Small bites, man. Small bites.
This next one I think is a Suicide Squad reference, with Deathstroke getting out of jail from a couple suits or connections that he has, which I believe is when he was offered to join the Suicide Squad.
Oh, some suits got him out within the week.
Next one, it is an expansion mission where you go after Ra's al Ghul. This waitress is seen in the morgue, which is from the beginning scene of the game in the diner. And then in this next clip, you have the Black Canary Club. I think it's on what they call Grand Avenue in the game. But it looks like a nightclub type place or casino. And Black Canary is a superhero type, and she has a supersonic screech. So that's kind of cool. Right next to that is the Royal Flush Gang, which basically fights Batman in cartoons, I believe. So kind of close to this area is a Solomon Grundy reference outside of the Riddler thing that references him too. Solomon Grundy is a resurrected zombie-like man who cannot be killed, and every time he's killed, he comes back to life. So, yeah, this is basically a movie poster for his movie, I guess. And in this next clip, we have the Cadmus Bar. Cadmus was like a government contingency program to destroy the Justice League if they ever became too powerful. Next, we have the worst villain of all time, the Music Meister. He basically controls people's minds with music. So, I guess he owns a music shop downtown also. Next, we have the Sane Hatter, obviously a play on the Mad Hatter. And another cool thing, you can see Arkham Asylum from inside the map of Gotham that you can play on. It's also a solution for a Riddler riddle, so if you haven't done that yet, you may as well go do it. In addition to that, you can also see Arkham City inside the Gotham map that you can play on. It's on the very edge. This one's a little bit harder to see because it's kind of surrounded by skyscrapers. But this one is also a solution to a Riddler riddle. So if you haven't done that one either, go scan Wonder Tower, which is right in the middle there. But that's kind of cool because those were where the last two Batman games, or two of the three Batman games were played. Kind of neat. Up next, we have Azrael. Now, Azrael, in and of himself, is not an Easter egg, but his mission is. Now, if you don't understand where I'm coming from here, I will explain it. That's why I'm using a fighting clip, which is a little bit longer. Azrael, in the comics, his name is Jean Paul Valley in the Nightfall comics. And his mission in this game is to become the Batman's successor. Now, in the comics, after Bane breaks Batman's back, he also becomes Batman's successor in the comics. And he goes around as Batman and beats people up and eventually goes insane doing it, which leads Batman to come back to the city to beat him up and retake the Batman mantle, I guess you could call it. So that's kind of cool that they included his mission in the game. Azrael has been around in a couple, I mean, he made an appearance in Arkham City, kind of a side mission, you didn't get to play as him or anything, but that's kind of a cool Easter egg if you ask me. Real neat to include that. Next one, Basil Carlo is Clayface. There's a bunch of memorabilia, I guess, from his acting days in the movie studios and stuff. The last one, which I believe no one has found yet, is this board here. This is a solution to a Riddler puzzle. But if you look closely, there is a knife in it that the Joker uses in the Dark Knight movie. Yep, that's the same knife. So, kind of cool. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I will see you later with my next highlight reel.